Thank you for joining me for the Pinebrook Market Update. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties here in Park City, Utah. We're going to look at the number of sales and the prices of properties in Pinebrook, but I'd like to begin by giving you an overview of what's been happening in the Park City real estate market. Over the past 12 months, there's been 1,379 sales. This consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land combined, and this is all real estate brokerages combined. That is up 3% or 36 sales from the year before. Now this graph here breaks down number of home sales, condominium sales, and vacant land, and the red bar represents April 2016 through March 2017, and the silver bar represents the 12-month period the year before. So we're looking at a year-over-year comparison. You'll notice that home sales are up by about 10%, climbing from 490 sales to 541. Condominiums is dead even at 666 for both years. And lot sales dropped about 7% from 185 sales down to 172. It's only 13 fewer sales, but statistically it is a 7% drop. Now let's turn our attention to prices because everybody wants to know what's happening with real estate values. The good news is property values continue to go up. This graph here, we're looking at home medium sold prices. Again, the same time period as referenced before. And this time I've broken it down to Park City and the Snyderville Basin. And of course, Pinebrook is located in the Snyderville Basin. And home sales, median prices in the city have climbed 20%. That's climbing from $1.5 million the previous year all the way to $1.8 million. Huge increase in appreciation. Nice increase also in the Snyderville Basin, climbing 10%. From 881,750 all the way up to 970,000. So it's really challenging the $1 million price point, and maybe we're going to hit that in the next couple months. When we look at condominiums, we're seeing prices again in double-digit appreciation. In the Park City limits, climbing 21% from 577,500 all the way up to 700,000. In the Snyderville Basin, a nice increase of 15%. Climbing to 472,500 from 410 the year before. Lot sales, just about even in the city, slightly up by 2,500. Was 700,000 this past year, 702,500. But we did see a 19% increase in land values in the Snyderville Basin, climbing from a median price of 400,000 all the way up to now 475,000. So overall, you can see prices are going up. Strong market conditions and number of sales overall either even or greater than the year before. Now let's turn our attention to Pinebrook. Let's look specifically at what's going on within that neighborhood. Home sales in Pinebrook are up about 2% over last year, and what that really means is one more sale than the year before. Year before had 44, this past year 45. It's 2% increase, so about even. Now, I always like to talk about absorption rate because it allows us to project into the future how sales will be in Pinebrook based upon how they were in the past. Absorption rate looks at the number of sales and the speed of sales over the last 12 months and then projects that into the future based upon the current inventory of homes for sale in Pinebrook. Homes in Pinebrook have sold at a pace of one sale every 8 days, which is very, very good. Very strong marketplace there. There are currently 14 homes on the market in Pinebrook, and that equates to a 4-month inventory. Now, according to the National Association of Realtors, in a normal non-resort community, a 6-month inventory is a balanced market. Shorter than that, it favors the sellers. In a resort area, a 9-month inventory represents a balanced market. So this is clearly favoring sellers in our current market conditions. Prices in Pinebrook have ranged from $600,000 all the way up to $1,950,000, with the medium sold price of $924,000. Now that is up 26% from the previous year. Lot sales in Pinebrook are down by 70% over the last year, and specifically what we're looking at is previous year had 10 sales. We've only had 3 over the last year, so the activity for lot sales in Pinebrook definitely slowed down. But you may recall, if you've been following our webinars, that 2016 was a real strong year for lot sales in Pinebrook. It was much slower the year before. So we're seeing a bit of an adjustment here. Pinebrook lots are selling at a pace of one sale every 122 days, and there are currently 10 lots on the market, which equates to a 40-month inventory. It's a big inventory based upon National Association of Realtor standards and resort market standards as well. Price ranges have been from $192,000 all the way up to $289,000, with the medium sold price being $260,000. That's up 27% from what it was the year before at $204,000. Now, I'm giving you general information here. If you're interested in the specific details on the homes that sold in Pinebrook or the lots that sold in Pinebrook, send me an email at ron@thewillsteinteam.com. I'm happy to email that to you. Then you'll be able to see exactly what those properties were, and I'm happy to do that. Our whole goal of our webinars is to educate people and try to anticipate questions and answer them in advance. I also want to mention how you can get an update like this on the Pinebrook market whenever you wish. We typically do these webinars about every 6 months for Pinebrook, and so you can wait for the next one to come out, or you can get information whenever you want. All you have to do is on your computer bookmark BuyParkCityRealEstate.com/Pinebrook, and that will take you to a special page I have on my website where you can get this information. In fact, let me just show it to you real quickly. Here we're looking at that page. This is the Pinebrook area page, and if you scroll down from on here a little bit lower, you'll find a couple buttons. The green button here says watch a webinar for an update on the Pinebrook real estate. In effect, that's what you're doing right now. So every time we update it, we update it and you just click that button. But you don't have to wait for the next webinar if it's a couple months old. You can go to this blue button here to the right where it says send me current sales data on Pinebrook. All you do is hover over it, click it. That will change the page to this form which says current sales data request, and you simply put in your property address, you answer a couple questions there and some contact information. Then lower down there's a comments box, and if you have any specific questions you're curious about, put those in there and then click the green button and I will send you a current update of sales in Pinebrook. It's just that easy. So very simple thing to do if you're interested in taking advantage of that. It's always available anytime you want. Now we go back to the Pinebrook page. The other thing I want to point out is you could scroll down a little bit further and you'll see all the properties that are currently on the market, and you can click on any number of those and it will bring you to a page with pictures of the property, the details, the prices. You could ask for more information, just good information for you to have if you're curious about that. You can also, by the way, do searches by price ranges. You don't have to simply start at the highest price range and work down. You can select a particular price range offered here. It takes you right to it, so it zeroes in. Anyway, getting back to our webinar and the Pinebrook market. So I want to talk about one other thing. I'm pretty much done with talking about Pinebrook, but since we are now at the end of the 2016-2017 ski season, we're moving into the spring and summer months. Our focus tends to shift on Park City's primary home selling season, and for that reason I thought it might be a good thing just to offer you a couple tips here. So if you're curious about some things that will help you sell your property, keep watching. It's fair to say that every seller wants the best possible sale price within their desired time frame. People sell for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they sell because of a job transfer or to get closer to other family members. And maybe they have to sell quickly. Other times they don't have that factor, and so they can take their time. But it's safe to say that everybody wants the highest possible price within their time frame that they want to sell their property. And this can be accomplished in a number of ways. Today's buyers shop online for a home. 94% of all buyers go online first before picking up a real estate magazine or looking elsewhere for properties. So it's very important that if you're there on the market, you have a fabulous first impression, because otherwise buyers won't take any interest. They'll never go look at your home. So I want to give you some tips to prepare your home to have that first strong impression. It needs to look very, very good. It's very best inside and out when it's on the internet. And the way you do this is you have outstanding images captured by a professional photographer, and then those could be posted, and that will attract more buyers online. So it's not something that you go in and just randomly take some pictures on your phone or even with a nice camera. Professional photography is really essential to put your best foot forward. So how do you go about not only getting a good photographer, but setting the home correctly? Well, we do what I call our fake living day. And what our fake living day is, well, basically it's photo day. And the reason why I call it a fake living day is because no one lives in a home that looks the way we want your home to look on photo day. Because on photo day, it basically looks perfect. And it doesn't show that someone's living there. It doesn't show the wear and tear. It doesn't show any dishes haven't been cleaned. And so it's sort of fake. But that fake is important because it will make your home look terrific. And that is what we want to attract buyers to it. So some suggestions. Remove personal items. These pictures behind me here show pretty customized homes, and that may be well and good, but if you're thinking of selling your property, you want to make it a little bit more generic. So get rid of those personal items that make it difficult for some buyers to really focus on the quality of your home. It's also a good idea to remove religious items. Just in general, it can be a distraction, and so why put it in there? Pull them down if you're going to put your property on the market. Also remove dead animals. Some people are diehard hunters, and they believe in hunting, and they will, display their trophies. But when it comes to selling your property, you want to take them down. It's not everybody's interest point, and sometimes it's distracting. They cannot even see your home because it can be disturbing for some people. So remove them if they are in your property. Everything comes off the flat surfaces. That's a general rule. When we take a look at your kitchen, which is a natural gathering place, and you have a lot of things on your countertops, you want to clean those up, remove everything on fake living day. In addition, flat surfaces can be vertical. That old refrigerator that has magnets and other things posted there, get rid of them. You want your home to look perfect. You want one of your key rooms, the kitchen, to look its very best. Look at these pictures. Although that's great. I mean, you can see the kitchen. You want to see the house. That's what we want on fake living day. Set dining tables for an elegant dinner. Don't leave them blank. Don't leave them clear of items. Instead, dress them up as though you're having guests, welcoming guests, because you're welcoming buyers to look at your home. The kitchen must be clean, orderly, and ready to go. Now, I know on the day-to-day living, things get placed here and there and laid out and don't have to be cleaned up. But we're talking about fake living day. Fake living day, you want to pick up those dog dishes and the dog bed if you have a dog or a pet. Everything that is a distraction from seeing it in its best light, you remove them on that day. Look at the difference here. Here's a home, here's a kitchen area with a center island. Looks about probably the way most of our homes look when we live in them on a day-to-day basis. Fake living day should look like this. Look at the difference. You want to go in there, take a closer look. Go into the bathrooms, remove the shampoos, the soaps, the trash cans, the toilet bowl cleaners, you name it. Go to the laundry room, pull that basket with either dirty or clean clothes off. Everything looks its very, very best. And when it comes to closets, they should look good too. Now realize that only a walk-in closet is going to be photographed on fake living day. But a lot of people have small closets. They're crowded. And when they see a nice, well-organized closet, it looks big, makes it attractive. That's what they want in their home. Finally, I want to say that there's 3 rooms that sell a house, and it's important for you to know what they are because that's where you want to put the greatest amount of attention. The kitchen, the great room, and if your house doesn't have a great room, the living room, and the master bedroom. Those are the rooms that sell homes more than anything. Now, I've gone through a lot of tips and tricks. There's a lot more, but just wanting to give you some ideas, maybe some thoughts for you to consider if you're contemplating selling your home. I want you to know we're here to assist you, and a couple ways we can do this. Number one, we offer a free A/B repairs list. What that is we come out, look at your property, and we evaluate it on the basis of what repairs or enhancements or renovations you could do to your property to help it sell faster and for more money. We break the list into A or B categories. An A item is an item that if you make that repair or that change, you're likely to sell your property faster and for more money. or perhaps you wouldn't sell it at all without doing that repair. The other items are items that might cost you some money to do the repair, but you're likely to get that much or more out as a result of doing it. That's an A item for me. A B item is something else that I observe. It will make your house look nicer, sell easier, but it's a little harder to ascertain the value, so they're included on the B list. We, of course, will give you a more detailed fake living day consultation, tell you other things to be ready so that your home looks so great when that photographer comes through and so great online, because we would put it on hundreds, literally over 300 websites, and we want to make sure it's looking really, really good. So we're here to advise you along the way. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. And if you just want our input about your property and how it compares to others that sold, give us a call. We'd be happy to come by, share our thoughts and the data with you. That's what we're here for. Finally, I want to wrap up and just say that if you want to learn how much your Pinebrook home is worth in today's market, all you do is go to BuyParkCityRealEstate.com, scroll down to the Learn What Your Property is Worth section on the website, and there's a little form to fill out, or you can just drop Doug or me an email and we'll make arrangements to come meet you. Let me just show that to you on the website. Again, sometimes seeing it's a little easier. This is BuyParkCityRealEstate.com, our website, and you simply, from the home page, scroll down a bit till you get to this section here that says Learn What Your Property is Worth in Today's Market. Again, a very short form. You identify whether you have a home, condo, or lot, how many bedrooms. You have a little pull-down menu here, how many bathrooms. Then put in your contact information lower down. And then when you get to this final section where it says, I'm interested in additional information on the following, choose this first one, click it, and that says, contact me for a free property value assessment. Push the green button, and that's all you need to do. We will then contact you and arrange a time to see it and provide you with the information you want. And you don't have to be planning to sell your property. You can just be curious about the market or want to be getting it ready for selling it in a year from now or what have you. If you have any questions whatsoever about what I've shared here or the real estate market in Park City or anything that you think I might be helpful with, feel free to send me an email, ron@thewilsteinteam.com, or to Doug, thewilsteinteam.com. If you'd like a call, include your phone number and the best time to call, or just give us a call on our toll-free number. I just want to conclude by letting you know that every single month we do about a 20-minute presentation, Park City Market Talk webinar. We cover details about the Park City market, like I did in this webinar, but we go into greater detail than I did here. And then we discuss 2 or 3 topics that are relevant. They have to do with the Park City real estate market, things that people are concerned about or ask questions about. So feel free to check that out. It's available on a monthly basis, so you always know what the market is doing. So with that in mind, just want to thank you for participating in this webinar, and we're here to assist you in any way that we can. Thank you.